So they have dropped me at the bike. Here is the bike. So as you can see, I'm limping because the bike fell on me, and I'm trying to get any network connectivity or any kind of help I can get. Wow, so this is the Lake Ellis, as you can see. My bike is not with me for the reasons that you already know. It got stuck at the bottom of the hill, but that did not stop me from getting right here. At least I got a lift from these guys here. I'm so glad that you are coming to Lake Ellis. So guys having fun there. Wow, this guy is going to camp with a kid.
They are camping, eh?
Yeah.
Are we ready?
So it's time to leave. Oh, nice. So this is where I left the bike before being rescued up this hill, and they have just so they have dropped me at the bike. Here is the bike. Now I want to get back. It's been such a nice experience. My cameras went off. Till now, time to get back. So as you can see, I'm limping because the bite fell on me, and I'm trying to get any network connectivity or any kind of help I can get. So guys, if you can see my face, I'm still in the forest. It's been a very sad state of affairs. I don't know if you can see my face, but I was saying it's been quite a sad state of affairs after the team that I was with went on their way, because I think they were rushing to somewhere else. I got myself involved in a few incidences, and my bike fell for a couple of times. Then I hurt my leg and my arm, my wrist, and I got stuck about 40 kilometers inside the forest. So why I'm recording this video is because I am out, and there was actually one vehicle that was left behind. I think they had gone to another expedition in Lake Ellis. I wasn't expecting, but this was the last vehicle inside the forest that came to my rescue, which I think they were godsend. So I actually am too tired right now. My body is aching all over. You can't see my face clearly. So my bike is broken, but I'll show you all that in the morning. So I just wanted to recognize these guys with this vehicle who came to my rescue. So this is a bike. You can see some of the broken parts, but I'll show you that in the morning. You can see like the front fender here is in pieces. I don't know, but it's just by Mr. Fuel, I'm out of fuel. So this is Chogoria Gate.
Niaje?
No, I want to recognize my friend here who has rescued me.
This is Gibson. I'm from Hikers Arena. I do hiking. Yeah.
So you're Gibson, you're the one who... Actually, I wasn't sure what to do next, because I think where you have taken me from, I can't be thankful enough.
You will. You will.
So I think you guys are godsend. So wherever you're going, I can just wish you Jana masses, and I know we'll meet
We'll meet someday.
Yeah, I'm really thankful for the rescue.
Yeah, karibu. Have a rest here. Continue with your journey tomorrow.
Good morning, my good people. As you can see now, I'm in Chogoria town. I slept at that hotel there, and now I'm walking towards the bike to assess the status of the bike, see if I can fix one or two things before proceeding to Nairobi. So here is the bike. Here is the bike. You can see you have a broken have a broken foot peg. Have a broken foot peg here. Lights here are also broken, a lot of scratches. The mud flaps here also broken. I think the largest impact was this side, as you can see. So also this other side we have the indicator. I have a cover here that got lost. You can see all the scratches here. So I'll try to fix what I can and then see what if I'm working on the journey back to Nairobi. I know you guys are asking yourselves what really happened, so I'm gonna tell you that in a short while. So like I was saying, if you have watched my previous episode, I want to explain actually what really happened yesterday. So if you have watched the previous parts of this series of Lake Ellis, you now know that I was embarking on a very daring solo trip all the way to the lake, and that was happening yesterday. So this is this day. I'm now recording the following morning after yesterday's ordeal. So after getting to the lake, okay, let me start where I had my trouble started. When 2 kilometers to the lake, there is a very, very steep hill. If you ask any bikers or any vehicles that has attempted to get to Lake Ellis, they will tell you there is a very, very rocky, steep hill with a lot of loose material. So if you manage to get over that 1 kilometer stretch, now you get through the lake. From downhill to the main gate is about somewhere between 35 to 40 kilometers. So there was a crew that was heading for the lake for a tour, and they had these little Suzuki Jimneys that are very powerful, and I can't thank them enough for giving me a lift all the way to the lake. We tried to push the bike, but I couldn't, so the option was to leave the bike at somewhere along the hill. After trying and it didn't make it, then they gave me a lift to the lake. So I took some few videos there in the lake, and then we jumped into the car and back to the route. So when they dropped me off where they left the bike, they actually proceeded on to get back to the main gate, because of course they were on their own mission and they were actually helping me out. So when I was left, I prepared everything and fired on the bike. But remember now, we left the bike somewhere on the slope. So to get down the slope, I realized that most of the vehicles that had passed there that day, with all the struggles of going up and down the hill, the road was already now damaged for any passability of a motorcycle. So my first attempt to get downslope, a stretch of about 100 meters, that is where the trouble started. So at a few incidents, the first one I fell down and broke some of the items that I have shown you for the bike. Second attempt, I moved forward for about 30 meters and I made another big fall. And still damaged some part of the bike. Remember now, this slope is extremely steep. I tried even engaging gear number 1, nothing could. The slope could hear none of that. So I really struggled until I made it to the bottom of the slope, where now I realized now after all these falls the bike couldn't turn on. Turns out that for the multiple times I tried starting the bike down the slope, the battery died. And now with a dead battery in the middle of the forest, it was about 5:30 in the evening. And to get out of the Mount Kenya forest, you have to get by 6 p.m. in the evening. And now it's 5:30. My bike has refused to go. It won't start. So I tried to push it for a couple of times to try and hard start it by rolling it a small slope. But remember, this bike is a over 200 kg bike. I had my luggage, so I really tried to fire it up, but it didn't. And so the thing is that after trying, I almost gave up, because now it was approaching nightfall. And it came to about 6, then it went to 6:10, 6:20, 6:30. So I was beginning to get worried about the situation. Remember, I'm in the bush, almost 40 kilometers inside. Anywhere, anything I see around me is just bush and some everywhere. Anything I see around, there's nothing, just bushes, animal footprints, and that was actually that got me a little bit scared. So I just remember that there was one guy who had been left to camp at Lake Ellis, which was about now 2 kilometers from where I was. The only option was to get back to the lake and at least get some company with that guy who had been left camping. At least maybe we would have some fire to control the temperatures, which were actually, the temperatures were dropping again at a very high rate. Luckily, and I say luckily, or I say that it is someone who was God sent. There is a vehicle that they were on their own hiking expedition. They had gone further into Lake Ellis. I think it's called Lake Ellis. So by sheer luck, they found me struggling with the bike and contemplating my next move at around 6:30 in the evening. So these guys are the one I attribute. I say thank you to them, because they actually rescued me. So they had a Land Rover Defender. We jump started the bike, and they were able to give me company all the way to the very end, that is the gate. I remember all this time I was fearing for my bike, because first of all the fuel had already been depleted. So I was actually on the very, very last reserves, and it was just by God's grace that I made it out without ditching the bike in the bush. So it was quite an interesting turn of events that I did not expect for that adventure. But what I learned is that for such kind of an adventure, I think solo traveling and being solo on that kind of daring expedition, one requires at least some company, or maybe 1 or 2 bikers who can assist you when your bike stalls. So that was my take of the day. Regardless, I came out alive. At some point I started fearing for my own safety, because it was already, nightfall was already coming in really fast. we had already passed time for coming out of the forest, and the fuel, as I told you, was already on its way out. So that is what happened. So they pushed me out of the gate, and then from there I made my way up to the hotel here. That is where I slept, and now I'm just assessing the bike to see the repairs that I can be able to do myself, and then I'm back on my journey back to Nairobi. So if you're a sole traveler or a sole adventure tourer, I think that there are some things that are too daring, but that won't stop me from doing my adventure rides. We get to learn every step of the way, and also remember that there's always the Almighty who watches over us wherever we go. So that is it. I'll get now to work, and see you in a short while. Welcome back, guys. So now it's time to leave. I'm at Chogoria town, so I managed to fix 1, 2, 3 items here, and as you can see, I've already packed my bags, so now it's time to leave. But before going to Nairobi, I might check I think a few things here.
utakabani wewe ni miaka nanga kula milioni. No ndio one mte miaka milioni. No to meta kwa mlanga to benda. Kato benda nia.